Yeah, I still can't believe that this happened. Luka Doncic is an LA Laker. This is a trade that you'd make in 2K, something we are doing today, and it actually happened. Luka Doncic was traded from the Dallas Mavericks along with Maxi Kleber and Markieff Morris to the LA Lakers in exchange for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, a 2029 first-round pick. Jalen Hood-Schifino is also going to the Jazz in this deal with some 2 seconds so the Jazz can take on some financial obligation in this deal to help it get done. This is still has me in shock. This is the biggest trade in not just NBA history, but in sports history. This is something that I was just doing for fun. I'm doing trading Giannis rebuilds, trading Luka rebuilds, and it actually happened. I am doing a Luka Doncic LA Lakers rebuild for you guys. That just doesn't even sound real. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Yeah, this deal's going down. Luka Doncic is an LA Laker. No, that's not a mistake. This isn't clickbait. Luka actually got traded. The 25-year-old superstar who's been to an NBA Finals, who's made 5 straight All-NBA first teams, was actually traded. Yeah, the Dallas Mavericks were worried about his conditioning or giving him a supermax at the end of the 2026 season and committing over $300 million to him. So they went out and they got one of the best defenders in the NBA, still a top 15 player in the sport in Anthony Davis, but this is something nobody saw coming. Luka Doncic is a Laker, and that's what we're doing today. And I think there could be another move from the Lakers because if I were them, and I think this is the highest probability this has ever happened with, LeBron James could get traded. LeBron James is 40 years old. They found their successor to LeBron in LA. The Lakers just get stars, right? They get Magic, Kareem, Shaq, Kobe, LeBron. Now it's Luka Doncic as a 25-year-old. And when LeBron is gone, this is basically Luka's team. It's probably his team right away. We are going to just rebuild this Lakers team. I'm not going to trade LeBron because honestly, if that happens next, we could do a trading LeBron Lakers rebuild. But I'm basically trying to set up an open cap sheet for that 2027 free agency period when Nikola Jokic and Giannis Antetokounmpo are free agents. And we are going to build an elite duo in LA. I still can't believe this has happened. I'm not going to sleep. I am recording this at 3 in the morning here on what would be Sunday morning on the East Coast. I just live streamed for 50 minutes on the Strauss channel. Link to that is in the description. I also made a video on the Strauss channel. I'm probably going to do like a full 24-hour after analysis on the Just Ballin' channel. A lot of content coming out for you guys today. And the trade deadline hasn't even happened yet. It's Thursday. And we could see still a Jimmy Butler trade, a De'Aaron Fox trade, a Brandon Ingram trade, a Zach LaVine trade. Cam Johnson's got to get moved, right? There's still a bunch of deals that can go down. The Lakers don't really have a good center on their team. They don't really have many good defenders on their team right now. And that was the sacrifice they had to make in trading away Max Christie and Anthony Davis. But you do this trade 10 times out of 10. You got Luka Doncic. And I think what we were all scared about, and I've made plenty of videos before, I am nervous about the Lakers' future when LeBron retires, because not often does your top player or your second best player, when they retire, like they are your top player. Like guys that retire, they're so much older, there's so much more wash, but LeBron James is still a top 20 player. He was a all-star starter at 40 years old, but now they're going to be just fine going forward. And yeah, this team is not good defensively. You could see the big man duo, the big man depth. I don't think the Lakers, if this is like the iteration of the roster, even if they traded for like a Mitchell Robinson or somebody like that, they win a title. But I do believe that this team is going to be set up for future success going onward. JJ Redick is a well-liked head coach. Luka Doncic is a star people would like to play with, and they are going to have, like I said, max cap space in 2027. So I honestly don't think I'm going to make any other moves this year. I think there could be some moves we want to make in the offseason. I mean, I guess if I'm going to keep LeBron, I should try to go all in this year. And I'm not going to go all in, but I think I'm going to look to trade. I don't know. I think Austin Reeves, we're going to look to trade in the offseason. Yeah, I think that's a possibility as well. I wonder if they could have thrown Austin Reeves in this deal and got like Daniel Gafford coming back or Derek Lively, right? And I'm going to make this trade with the New York Knicks, which honestly could happen. Now, there would be some like CBA stuff in here that the Knicks wouldn't be able to pull this off completely. There would have to be one other player from the Knicks going to the Lakers, but the Knicks could use some wing defenders. And I know Rui isn't perfect there, but he definitely gives them more upside than when Mitchell Robinson isn't even healthy out there. And OG Anunoby just suffered an injury against the Lakers. Like this deal went down just hours after the Lakers had a big win against the Knicks without AD in Madison Square Garden. We're going to do this trade. Mitchell Robinson is going to be the new center of the LA Lakers. I think they could trade for him by the deadline as well. Luka throwing lobs to Mitchell Robinson would definitely be super entertaining over there. So like I said, this defense isn't going to be good. And that's why I don't think that we're going to be able to win it all. Is LeBron going to play the center spot? Is Dorian Finney-Smith going to be playing some small ball five? We're going to have Dalton Connect be the sixth man off the bench. It's nice they were able to keep him in all of this. I'm surprised they only had to give up one future first round pick. No pick swap as well. It's basically AD, Max Christie, and the 2029 first. Like, yeah, Bronny James still on this team. I'm probably going to play Jackson Hayes instead of Shake Milton as that backup center spot from Mitchell Robinson. But yeah, it's like Vanderbilt, Vincent, Hayes connect the bench. Like, that's not great. Lakers lose a little bit of depth with this trade and basically ends the Jalen Hood-Schifino Lakers era. But you make this trade, like I said, any day of the week. You just got Luka Doncic, who's 25 years old. Man, this is going to be a fun rebuild. I'm excited for it. You guys are obviously going to get an Anthony Davis Mavericks rebuild out tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time today to double upload this. I'm going to have to sleep probably because I'm going to drive my girlfriend to work at basically 6:45 a.m. today. It is 3 a.m. when I'm recording this. I'm going to have to sleep from like 7 a.m. to 1 p.m., which I don't think I've ever done before, or at least not in a little bit. But I hope you guys are going to get this video out before noon Eastern time. Obviously, Mavericks rebuild out next. And then, yeah, I think we can get maybe a trading LeBron rebuild. Does he get moved? I think we can get a Jimmy trade still, Fox, Ingram. I still think we're going to see major moves go down. Both conferences still kind of wide open. So Jokic wins MVP. We know the friendship between Jokic and Luka. Like I said, I'm targeting him in the 2027 free agency class. So the Lakers are like a top 6 team, and that's with a bottom 10 defense in the league, and they did just trade away their best defender. That's why I don't think the Lakers, I mean, you never know. With LeBron and Luka, that is an insane duo. Does LeBron play a little bit more off ball now? Maybe. Like, maybe that ends up happening as AD is on All-NBA second team on the Mavericks. That is crazy to see. AD's going to be playing for his third team in the week. The fact that Luka Doncic is already on his second team, not because of him. Like, they went out and they traded him away. It's just insane. And they're worried about his conditioning. I don't know, man. He's been more reliable than Anthony Davis at times going forward. But I guess I see their vision. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. This really is going to be so much fun. This is like the jersey swaps you see from random Lakers fans on Twitter actually coming true. Let's see how far we get in the playoffs. Like I said, I don't really know if, like, I feel like Austin Reeves and Luka, like, are they really going to work out going forward? Austin Reeves is going to be asked to play a lot more off ball, but he's still under a good contract right now. So I think for the playoffs, we're just going to go like 10 to Hayes, 10 to Vincent, probably like 19 to Jared Vanderbilt. That's going to a lot out of him. I think 27 to Connect is fine. Like, him around Luka Doncic doesn't help us out defensively, but obviously Luka Doncic is a great playmaker as well. So yeah, we're going to go a lot to Luka and a lot to LeBron as we're going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves in round 1. Man, Luka and Kat went up against each other in the Western Conference Finals less than 10 months ago. And yeah, neither of them are on their teams right now as we just beat the Minnesota Timberwolves by 15. I mean, it would be electric if we're able to win it all this year. Oh my God, somehow give me Lakers Mavericks in the playoffs. That would be so dope. And I feel like I have so many thoughts for you guys, so I'm sorry if I'm rambling. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on the trade in the comments. But I feel like the Luka debut game for the Lakers is going to be the most watched debut game, or just like feeling like LeBron with the Heat, or LeBron going back to the Cavs, or even LeBron on the Lakers, or maybe it's Kevin Durant and like Kyrie on the Nets. Like, it's must-watch TV, something I haven't felt like as a national fan in a while, as we are down, or we're up 2-1, excuse me, against the Timberwolves. They tied up. All right, Anthony Edwards is like, you know what? You got Luka, but I don't know. Luka did beat Ant last year, as we're trying to see if he can go back-to-back beating Ant. We're actually going to a Game 7. Luka 42, 30. Oh my God, man. The 2K numbers that Luka puts up are just insane, as we're going to try to beat the Minnesota Timberwolves in 7 games and win the 2025 NBA Finals. Let's see what happens here, as we are currently down by 4. LeBron and Luka getting it done, but Luka, you know, not having the best shooting game here, as we are down by 11, down by 9. All right, I did not think we were going to win it all, but I'm surprised that the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have their own issues, beat us, as LeBron had 41, Luka had 31. I don't know if LeBron's going to retire. I will bring him back for one more year, and we try to win a title next year with him. And Wemby, all right, yeah, it's like Wemby's league now. The Mavericks are like, we need to win it all this year because Wemby's going to run the league for the next decade. Spurs and Celtics in the finals, and the Celtics win in 6, with Tatum getting his finals MVP after not getting it last year. But how insane were the playoff numbers for Luka? Him and LeBron, like, were just unreal. Yeah, like Vanderbilt and Jackson Hayes, not great for us. And the Mavericks almost went to the NBA Finals with Kyrie and AD. All right, so here we are. No, LeBron retires. I don't know. I may override LeBron's retirement, but on a 1-year deal. Wait. Oh, all right. Oh, because, like, They gave him a farewell tour. Are you kidding me? All right, that's pretty annoying. But you know what? We are going into a different direction. I'm sorry, LeBron. I wasn't able to get you a ring. I wonder how much the Lakers would keep employing Bronny James, because obviously there could be some backlash if they don't like sign him to an extension. But Bronny James, obviously without LeBron, it's kind of weird having him there. But they did sign him to a 4-year deal. But you know what? We have 1 year to build, I think, a fun team around Luka Doncic. But like I said, I'm really targeting 2027 free agency, which I guess isn't 2 off seasons for now. So I could sign a number 2 to a 2-year deal. We don't own our first round pick this year. That's going to go to the Hawks. I don't really know if that pick's going to get more or less value. I would think just because of Luka Doncic's injury right now with the calf injury, the Lakers having no defense, no centers, they're going to have to address that some way, shape, or form. Maybe they do by the time this video comes out. They're probably going to drop a little bit. I could see them being a play-in tournament team at the end of the year, but JJ Redick was the guy post LeBron going forward, and him coaching his former teammate Luka Doncic is just so cool. And I would like to get a rookie from this year's draft. I don't know. I mean, I would have loved to have moved Dorian Finney-Smith, but he has a player option. I don't think I'm moving. I mean, I think I can actually get a first-round pick for Vanderbilt, but very late. It's a team that has cap space late in the draft. I mean, I think the Thunder would actually like his versatility defensively. We could use that, but I think I want to get like a cheap rookie on this deal going forward. So Vanderbilt for the 15th pick doesn't work. Maxi Kleba for first. All right, 2K, I'm not going to try to take advantage of you, but can we not be like just so stupid, please? Like, how does that make any sense? I'll give you pick 55 as well. Can we do that? Bang. So we are going to have the 15th pick in this draft, and we also have the 41st pick as well as the Wizards. Come on, man. You're like the worst team of all time. I also have a Wizards rebuild in my back pocket. It's actually like uploaded to my YouTube, but I'm not going to probably upload that till like Wednesday maybe, or maybe you guys will get a double upload on Monday with the AD Mavericks rebuild, just because like that is not what anybody wants to see right now. They want to see Luka, Lakers, or AD Mavericks. And we are going to get Asa Newell from the Georgia Bulldogs, an athletic defender who, you know what, can catch lobs, and that is going to be perfect for Luka Doncic. Could maybe be Derek Lively 2.0 for this team. And we took a chance on a not elite defensive prospect, but has really good defensive potential out of UNC, Drake Powell, who I'm not sure if he's going to go in the 25 draft when we get there, or he's going to be somebody that ends up staying another year in college, as we are going to give, I don't think anybody here, the qualifying offer. DFS opted in, which we could look to trade. Like, that's another thing with the Mavericks, man. Kyrie Irving, you never know with him. Obviously, he's found a nice spot here in Dallas, but maybe that was because of Luka Doncic. He's got a player option for next year. He could be a free agent and leave in the offseason, which would be kind of scary. So, obviously, Miles Turner would be a great fit. We do have some cap. You know what? I mean, we do have Mitchell Robinson as well. I mean, I'm looking at this team. I think we could try to get a more traditional power forward. So I'm going to try to sign Gershon Yabusele on a 2-year deal, but like I was planning on, he's going to be up in the summer of 2027 when we're going to try to target Nikola Jokic or Giannis Antetokounmpo. And I think it'd be really nice to go out and get Nikola Jokic. I think that would just be a really fun teammate duo. So once we sign Gershon, I think I may look to go after a backup center behind Mitchell Robinson. Oh, I have my mid-level exception. I wouldn't mind Clint Capella. It's actually not my mid-level exception. We just have cap space. All right, Clint, you want to be the backup to Mitchell Robinson? Bang, there we go. 2 years, $22 million. So I think we're going to make Austin Reeves a shooting guard. And he actually goes up to an 85 overall. Austin Reeves, I think I could trade him at the deadline just because he has a player option next year. He's probably going to opt out of it. I mean, I would be willing to give Reeves a 2-year extension because then we could definitely trade him in the summer of 2027. So, you know, I'll probably will extend Reeves. And then if we need to trade him to sign Jokic, I'll easily do that. So, play progression, Luka regresses a little bit. Dalton Connect up to an 81 overall, and he's under that team contract through 2027, which is very nice. I'm going to make Gershon a power forward. We'll eventually get off that Gabe Vincent contract soon, and Maxi Kleba as well. So, I'm going to sign Austin Reeves to a 2-year extension worth $46 million. So, he'll be under contract for the next 3 years. Mitchell Robinson, I'm going to give him a 2-year extension as well, worth around $12 million, but I think I could also trade him on draft night in the future if needed. All right, so we're going to go Luka and Reeves in the backcourt. I know that's not great defensively. Before we actually go to that, I do want to make Gershon a power forward, where he goes up to a 79 overall. He is 6'8", but not a bad three-point shooter. His backup position can be a center. I am fine with that. I don't even know if I'm going to play Dorian Finney-Smith just because 2K regression hits him pretty hard. So I mean, like, Luka Reeves Connect is so bad defensively, 1, 2, and 3. Like, when Reeves is your best defender out of a trio, probably not where you want to be. Man, I think we're in a tough spot. So maybe I do end up playing Dorian Finney-Smith. I'll start him about 15 minutes a night. Luka's going to get 36. Reeves is going to get 33. I'll probably make a trade at one point this year. Gershon's going to start at the 4. Mitchell Robinson definitely starting over Clint Capella at the 5. I just feel like he provides a little bit more value. Connect as the 6th man. He can play about 30 minutes a night. I don't think I'm going to play Drake Powell. I'm not going to... you know what? I may end up playing Bronny, actually. You know what? Let's see what you can do, Bronny. I'll play you over Drake Powell. You are going to get 10 minutes a night. I don't plan on this team being great this year, but what's nice, I'm 99% sure we own our first-round pick this year. So, hey, even if we're bad, which I don't think we will, like Luka Doncic usually leads teams to be pretty good, we should honestly end up, I think, making the playoffs. I don't even know where I give the remaining 5 minutes to. I guess it's going to be Bronny. Bronny, if you don't shoot the ball well, you're probably not going to be on this team going forward. JJ Redick, we are 3-star pace and space, and our first-round pick this year, we own. All right, so I'm fine with this being like a little bit of a retool year, a bridge year. So first game of the season at home, we ended up beating the Phoenix Suns 141-131. Luka being the Suns, man. 28-8 for Reeves. He had 14 free throws. Luka just had a light 57 rebound and 12 assist game. Come on, man. That doesn't make any sense. We do beat the Blazers by 10. Luka had 40, 11, and 9. Yeah. Whenever you have Luka on your team, like your ceiling or your floor should always be a playoff team. Yeah, like I said, with Luka Doncic, you're always going to be just fine. Look at who's at the top of the West. Oh, I hope we get them in the conference finals, man. I know we don't have LeBron anymore, but yeah, I'm really excited for that Mavericks rebuild because their window title is a lot shorter than what's going on in LA just because AD's 31, Kyrie is 32. It is pretty cool that you have both those #1 overall picks playing with each other. But we have an 8.7 point differential, and we are 35-15 with really no co-star. I guess it is like Austin Reeves, but Luka's putting up Luka Doncic numbers, man. I can't believe Lakers fans get this. I know he's not going to put up these numbers in real life, but 34, 10, and 13, 2 steals. He's got to win MVP, right? Like, if I look at the award races right now, yeah, Luka's #1 in the MVP race. Shout out to Tyrese Halliburton being there in the top 5. But yeah, you got Austin Reeves, who is shooting the ball fairly well. 18 points, 7 assists from a shooting guard, 58% true shooting. Dalton connects 17 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 47, 41, 84 splits. Mitchell Robinson, 14 and 9. Shout out to the Lobness monster. You do have 11 and 5 for Asa Newell, the rookie, who could be the starting power forward next year. Clint Capella's fine. Gershon's shot has just fallen off a cliff, which is kind of a shame. Dorian Finney-Smith, actually been pretty good, man. I thought he was even going to crack the rotation. 40% from 3 and good defense at 32. Yeah, Bronny really not shooting the ball all that well either. I'm actually going to make this trade with a division rival, the Phoenix Suns. We're sending them Drake Powell, our 2nd round pick. Bronny James and Maxi Klub is expiring. We're taking on Grayson Allen's money this year and next year. It does not really affect us in 2027 free agency, so we're fine with this. He's going to be our 9th man, an elite 3-point shooter, probably something we need. We get Garrison Matthews in this deal. Phoenix, it helps them get under the luxury tax in the second apron. I do think Gershon is not going to start. We're going to go with the rookie Asa Newell. Obviously, there's not going to be a lot of floor spacing in that front court. Dalton Connect, what is he shooting this year? Yeah, 41% from 3. And then those 21 minutes I will give to Grayson Allen because we could probably use another shooter in there. So yeah, not a lot of defense on this team. I get that, but I do like where we are at right now. I mean, Finney-Smith averaging 7 points in about 15 minutes is kind of crazy. Like, this is the best I've ever seen Finney-Smith be in NBA 2K. I think that's the Luka effect. And Luka just won MVP for the LA Lakers. The first MVP since Kobe Bryant, right? 34 points, 10 rebounds, 12 and a half assists, 50, 43, 81 splits. Like, imagine like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander got traded, who's 26 years old, or imagine this version of Wemby gets traded in 3 years when he's 25 years old. That's basically what just happened with Luka Doncic. I saw Jason Kidd got Coach of the Year there, 16-22. It is cool too because Kidd was an assistant when the Lakers won it all, I believe, in 2020, so he gets to reunite with Anthony Davis. Apparently, AD and Kyrie are good friends. Shams did report that. Luka, obviously, All-NBA first team as the MVP. No Dallas Mavericks on the first 2 teams. Or the first, oh no, just kidding. Kyrie Irving, All-NBA third team. Anthony Davis, all defensive first team. Like I said, I'm excited for that rebuild as well because I think you have like 2 eras of Dallas Mavericks basketball coming next. We thought it was one big Luka Doncic era. I wouldn't say that anymore. I feel like it's this AD Kyrie era. And then in 3 years from now, these guys are not going to be playing at this like elite level anymore. So they're going to really have to figure out who the next star is. And that's what scares me a little bit. Obviously, big market team, they'll spend, could get a free agent, but you never know. So yeah, Luka carried this team to the 2 seed. So this was our retool year, and we still ended up with 55 wins, the 2 seed in the Western Conference. And we ended the season with a 7.4 point differential. Hopefully we get Minnesota in round 2. I'd like to get maybe some revenge against them. So the way Dorian Finney-Smith shot the ball this year, I think I'm going to play him a little bit more in the playoffs. So Gershon, yeah, man, he struggled. So I think I'm only going to get him like 13 minutes a night. Grayson Allen, really good shooter for us. He's going to get 20 minutes. I think Clint Capella can get around just 12 minutes a night because Mitchell Robinson is going to get 34 minutes a night. And yeah, the Lobless Monster, beast, man. 13 points, 9 rebounds, 2.7 stocks as well. Asa Newell, a lot better than what Gershon was. I'm going to keep giving him 30 minutes a night. Let's go 25 to Dorian Finney-Smith. Let's go 40 to Luka and 36 to Austin Reeves. We'll see if we can beat the Sacramento Kings in round 1, who may trade Fox. They may trade him by the time you guys see this video, which is kind of incredible. Game number 1 goes to the Kings. All right, Luka drops a 39-point triple-double, and we lose. Kind of upset about that. Game number 2 is going to go to the Sacramento Kings. All right, 27, 4, and 14 for Luka. We end up losing by 5, so we lose game 1 by 6, game 2 by 5, game 3, we go down 3-0. Oh, we get blown out on this one. You know what? If you would have said I would have made the playoffs and losing round 1, I would be fine with that. I'm a little disappointed that this is happening as a 2 seed. I would have been fine if the roles were reversed, and the Kings, I'm sure their fans would be happy about this, beat the Lakers in the playoffs. That's fine. You could beat us. Luka Doncic obviously is going to get that Supermax extension from me. The Lakers can't give him the Supermax. They can give him a 3-year extension, and then in 2029, he can get that 10-year veteran extension, which is crazy when Luka Doncic is going to be a 10-year veteran, and he can get basically Supermax money then. So, I guess a little disappointed by Dalton Connect in the playoffs. Reeves was efficient at least. Asa Newell was good in the playoffs. Dorian Finney-Smith was fine. I guess like Gershon, hopefully teams would trade for him if we do move on from him in the offseason. So Wemby is your conference finals MVP, and Cade Cunningham conference finals MVP as well. The 2021 first round pick, or number 1 pick, and then the 2023 first round pick. Wemby loses the NBA finals to the Celtics last year, but gets that ring this year. Batum, Russ, Lakers legend, KD, Drew Holiday, DeMar DeRozan. Like that video of, it was like KD, Beal, Nurkic, Royce O'Neal all on the bench reacting to this trade. It just, I think, was everybody like all in one. I wish like my girlfriend could record me seeing this, because I have like another account, like a Twitter account that I just follow like a bunch of NFL and MLB reports on, or just accounts. And sometimes I'll get like just a Shams parody account or a Woj parody saying like, oh, funny enough, like it'd be like the Lakers traded for Giannis Antetokounmpo, or Bronny James for Giannis, like dumb stuff like that, right? I thought it was that. I thought it was my second account, and then I press on the account, and I see like all the notifications at the bottom for my main account. I'm like, wait, what? And then I press on the Shams account. It was no parody. It was actually this trade. And I think that was like it's going to be like a top night in NBA Twitter history. We're going to end up with a later first round pick, unfortunately, for losing in round 1, but 27th pick, at least I have my first. And I think this blows like KD getting traded to the Suns out of the water, even though that was big when it happened. I think it was late at night too. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. All right, so I took a power forward out of Nova with our pick, Jeremiah Mosley, I think his name is. His AJ Devanza falls to 3. Why can he never fall to 3 when I don't have a top 2 pick in these 2025 drafts, and I have like number 3 or something like that? Darren Peterson fell all the way to 7. Did Luka Doncic really shake up the league that much? But yeah, Josiah Mosley here from Nova. Luka opts out, but obviously we're going to pay Luka a lot of money. I mean, if Luka doesn't sign with me, that would be hilarious, but I'm going to make sure he's back on the team. It's a Luka Doncic Lakers rebuild. Yeah, let's give Luka the max player option, no trade clause. The Kings are trying to steal Luka. I mean, yeah, the Kings, the Clippers, the Warriors sometimes sign Luka here in the 2026 free agency. And I can't believe like the Mavericks did not want to give him the Supermax. Maybe they just don't feel like Luka is like trying that hard to like recover or get better defensively. And maybe they're just done with him that way. I don't really get that, man. I do like the idea of getting Jake LaRavia, who we could put at the 3. And yeah, like Grimes, I think makes sense. Pairing him up with Luka again, I would assume makes sense. But I think I'm going to go after Jake LaRavia. I'm going to give him a 2-year deal where I could trade him next offseason if I want him to. I'd rather give him a 2-year deal than a 1-year deal. And we are going to sign him 2 years, $25 million. Oh, damn, I would have loved to go after Quentin Grimes, but I think he ended up getting signed by the Jazz 3 years, $37. So we are going to go after Ayo Dosunmu on kind of like a same 2-year deal, which is going to be basically my mid-level exception. And they are going to, he's going to agree to that. So we have Luka, Shake Milton still getting a contract on this team. You got Reeves, Connect, Dosunmu, Grayson Allen, Gershon, LaRavia, Newell, Mosley, and then you have Capella and Robinson again. But we can still create cap space next offseason, keeping an eye on that free agency as we can move a bunch of these guys in the offseason if we need to. So player progression, Luka at a 95, Connect at an 83, Clint Capella somehow progressing at age 32. Reeves regressing at age 28. Okay. I'm excited for this team, though. All right, so I wonder if, like, Giannis or Jokic signed an extension. Neither one of them did, and usually they don't, but of course, when I'm trying to sign them, they will. It's going to be Luka, Reeves. Not going to be Cam Reddish at the 3. I think it's going to be Jake LaRavia, and then we're going to have a bench of Capella. Yeah, no, we want to start Mitchell Robinson. Capella's only going to play like 15 minutes a night. We're going to go 33 to Mitch Rob. Connect's going to get about 26 minutes a night, 25 to Asa Newell, 25 to Jake LaRavia. We're going to go about 33 to Reeves, 36 to Luka. About 17 more minutes to play with here. Dosunmu, I'd probably like to get up to 20 a night. Gershon, 13. I mean, I don't really have to play our rookie, so I think I'm going to give those 14 minutes. I think we're going to go 10 to Gershon, and then let's go probably 17 to Grayson Allen. So this is the team we're going to work with. We have a lot of shooting around Luka. I think we could probably improve our defense, but I like what we have going forward. We were a 2 seed last year. I think we got better in the offseason. We do lose to the team that beat us in the playoffs to start off the year. We start off 1-2. Okay, our first round pick is top 4 protected to the Jazz this year from the Russell Westbrook salary dump at the 2023 trade deadline. So this year we are 28-22 at the deadline, which maybe is a little disappointing. And I wonder if like Lakers fans are like fed up with like what's going on here, as we haven't won a playoff series with the Luka Doncic yet. But it still, I'm staying the course. I'm trusting what we're going to build for the 2027 free agency. I guess our defense, I mean, to no surprise, is not great. We are second worst. I just don't think Luka and Reeves gets it done defensively. And I do think Reeves will get traded in the offseason. Shout out to Delta Connect, man. 40% from 3, 94 from the line. Jake LaRavia, 48 from the field, 41 from 3, but also not the best defender in the world. Reeves' efficiency is dipping a little bit, but I do think we'll have some value in the offseason. Asa Newell, his efficiency is dipping a little bit, 1.6 blocks though. Mitchell Robinson averaging a career high, 10.5 rebounds, 2.8 stocks a night. Dosunmu could be a little bit more efficient, but I think is fine for his role on this team. Capella's a fine backup big. Grayson Allen's going out with a bang, 55, 49, 88 splits. Gershon kind of has been like a massive disappointment for us since we signed him. So Wemby wins MVP. Yeah, it is his league right now. Darius Cuff is your rookie of the year for the Bulls. Out of Arkansas, you do have Boogie Flan winning 6th man of the year to the Warriors. Wemby Depoy, most improved is VJ Edgecombe. Luka Doncic does win clutch player of the year. All right, so he's collecting Infinity Stones with these awards. Shout out to Pop, still getting coach of the year. Please tell me, okay, yeah, Jokic is a free agent. That is our number 1 target, and then plan B would be Giannis. Yeah, Luka's 28, Jokic is 32. We know they're best buds. I think we're trying to get them together in LA. We don't get anybody else on an All-NBA team, to no surprise, as we don't see Anthony Davis on a all-defensive team. I lied. He's on all-defensive second team. And we made the playoffs. Not yet, actually. We're in the play-in tournament, and funny enough, we're going up against the Dallas Mavericks here in the play-in tournament. They won 2 more games than us. We finished as the 8th seed, a 45-37 record. But like I said, I'm staying the course, and I'm fine with this. Yeah, we really have like the exciting whites on this team with Luka, LaRavia, Connect, Austin Reeves, and Grayson Allen, I guess. This team is going to look a lot different next year. I do need to address it defensively for sure. So the 9-man rotation, probably going to, or no, I don't think I'm going to play Gershon in the playoffs. He just didn't really perform all that well for us. So, yeah, Allen's going to get about 15 minutes. We can go 27 to Connect. I would like to go 40 to Luka. I think I'd like to go 30 to Jake LaRavia. We're going to do 20 to Asa Newell, who probably won't be a starter next year, but you never know. Like, if I do sign Jokic, that is going to be a lot of money to Luka and Jokic, and I'm going to have to trade some guys this offseason as well. We have a good first half against the Dallas Mavericks. We are up by 9 here in the 3rd quarter, and it's looking like Luka is going to beat his former team. Yep, we are going to beat them. We have a strong 4th quarter. We win by 17. Asa Newell, all right, 27 points, 8 rebounds. Luka has a triple-double, and we're taking on the New Orleans Pelicans. So we avoid Wemby to take on New Orleans. They have a fun team, actually. Giddey, Bailey, Ingram, Zion, and Kessler with Markkanen, Murphy, Messi, Jones, and Boozer all off the bench. That team's actually pretty stacked. All right, Pelicans, Lakers. This is the Anthony Davis series, and we lose game 1. We give up 156 points. Yeah, like the defense isn't great. Jake LaRavia dropped 31 in a playoff game. Reeves had 13 assists. Luka had 22. Asa Newell had 26 as well. Game number 2 goes to the Pelicans. We give up 135, man. The defense is rough. And I think the defense is going to be rough at times for the Lakers with Luka. We do lose game 3. Did we get swept last year? I feel like we did. Yeah, so we are, what, 0-7 in the Luka Doncic playoff era. Shout out to Asa Newell actually having a pretty good playoff series for us, and we do get swept. All right, so, yeah, I'm really putting my eggs into this basket of Nikola Jokic, as Luka 26, 8, and 9 in round 1. Connect was fine. Newell was fine. Yeah, the Austin Reeves era of LA Lakers basketball is coming to a close. The NBA Finals, Spurs, Pacers, Halliburton, and Wemby Conference Finals MVPs. Let's see who wins it all. Wow, I'm kind of shocked. I thought the Spurs were going to win. Pacers win it all. Tyrese Halliburton is your Finals MVP. They beat the Nets in the Conference Finals. Former Net retires James Harden with the Milwaukee Bucks. He teams up with Giannis. I'm surprised Giannis wanted that after their 2019 MVP race. There goes Will Hardy, Doc Rivers, Mike Malone. Okay, that's interesting. Giannis's coach retires and Jokic's coach retires. Draymond gets his jersey retired by the Warriors, Harden by the Rockets. I just saw a tweet too. It's like LeBron aging, he gets Luka. Curry aging, he gets Guy Santos. So we will not own our first round pick here in 2027. Do we own any other first? I don't believe so. Yeah, so the Jazz are going to get our first round pick, and that is going to come in at number 18. So we lose a pick in the teens, not the end of the world. JJ Redick, we're going to keep as our head coach. All right, so I'm going to send Austin Reeves to the Milwaukee Bucks, who have a big pending free agent in Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I'm going to get a 2030 and 2031 first. That is going to free up about $25 million in cap. So Austin Reeves was great for us, but it is time to move in a different direction. So we are still here the night of the 2027 NBA draft. We do have the 48th pick, which I don't know if I will be signing that player. I'm thinking like Mitchell Robinson. I mean, if we do have an offer out there for Jokic, he's probably going to get moved to soon move Arabia. We are going to pick up that option on Connect. So we did sign Andy Ross. I'm actually going to save the $1.2 million. We are not going to sign him, as Tyrone Stokes goes number 1 to the Wizards, Alex Costanza to the Blazers, and Gilbert Arenas' son to the Jazz. So we are going to pick up the team options, on Connect and Asa Newell, but Grayson Allen, we're going to decline that option. So Kat, Giannis, Jokic, here we are. This is everything we've been waiting for. So Jokic does not even have a real offer from the Nuggets. Oh, this is going to be a little bit easier. Oh, let's offer him a deal. No trade clause, everything. We do have some free, well, actually we don't. So say we don't get him, let me offer Giannis a deal as well. We're going to have $2 left over. Please tell me we're going to get Jokic. I think so. Yeah, maybe he was going to one team and one team only. We're going to renounce the rights on Clint, Gershon, and we're going to sign Nikola Jokic. 3 years, $153 million. Giannis actually didn't sign with us. He signed with the Clippers, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, welcome to the LA Lakers, Nikola Jokic, which could make Mitchell Robinson a little bit expendable. I mean, like, this team right now is very dependent on Luka and Jokic. I think we need to add a defender. And what better defender to get your mid-level exception? Please sign with me. Lou Dort, right? Yeah, let's go out and get Lou Dort. We're going to start him at the shooting guard spot next to Luka Doncic to help him out there. We're also going to pick up some other good defenders as well. Luka Doncic's former teammate from Dallas, Najee Marshall, and Tamani Kamara. That's a steal. So yeah, Giannis actually signed with the Clippers. Cat resigns with the Knicks. So you're going to have an Austin Reeves, Jalen Green backcourt in Milwaukee. Triple J signs with the Wizards. A little bit of a shocker there. And Jokic is a 97. Luka is a 95. Connect 84. He's going to be the 6th man. Robinson, Laravia. I think he's going to start at the 3 or the 4. We'll figure it out. Maybe I do end up starting Connect. All right, so let's work on some extensions right now. Let's re-sign Dalton to Connect before the 2028 season. Let's sign Mitchell Robinson on a 3-year extension as well to be the backup center. He's not going to play a lot anymore, so I'm sure he's going to want out. All right, so this is it. This is the window right now. I think I may go with Asa Newell there at the 4. I think I'm going to start Jake Larabia at the 3 and Lou Dort at the 2. Some good spacing, and now Jokic can space the floor for Newell, who isn't the greatest 3-point shooter in the world. So Mitchell Robinson probably only going to get 13 minutes a night because we're going to go 35 to Jokic. I'm probably going to go around like 17 to Ayo Dosunmu. 10th man spot, I don't know. I think I may go like 7 minutes to Marshall and Kamara, and who's ever the better shooter. We'll get the minutes for the playoffs. We had to pick up Killian Hayes, Vic Krejci, and Javon Carter as well. I'm not going to play Mosley, a former first-round pick. Luka's going to get 37 minutes a night. Lou Dort can get 32 because we need the defense. I'm going to go 30 to Newell, and then we're going to go, I think, 30 to Laravia. Let's go 32 to Connect off the bench. He can eat into Dort's minutes, and he can also eat into Laravia's minutes. We're 3.5 star pace and space under JJ Redick. We start off the year with a blowout win against the good Kings team. Yeah, they're going to go triple-double for triple-double this year in Luka and Jokic. So this Lakers team is 36-14 at the deadline. We do have a better point differential than the 1-seeded Pelicans here in the Western Conference, but they are 2 games better than us right now. I mean, like, I don't know, 12.4 point differential, best in the NBA. So our offense is number 1, to no surprise. Luka this year, in year number 10, 31, 9, and 11. 2 steals as well. 52 from the field, 41 from 3. He's cracked out of his mind. And Jokic is averaging 27, 11, and 10. Oh my god, 50, 40, 83 splits. These guys are actually unreal. Asa Newell averaging 15 and 7, basically Aaron Gordon on this team. Jake Laravia is knocking down his shots in 5 rebounds and 4 assists a night. Lou Dort, 53, 43, 81 splits. I do wonder where we can even upgrade this team right now. And I found the trade I'm going to upgrade this team with. We are going to send Lou Dort, who we just signed, unfortunately, in Ayo Dosunmu, as well as my 2028 first for Santi Aldama, who's just going to be... I don't know. He's going to probably play like 15 or so minutes off the bench. But we are going to get Andrew Nembhard, who is a very underrated defender in the NBA. A little bit better offensively than Lou Dort. So that's what we're going to slide in there. So I think I'm going to give Nembhard around like 32 minutes a night, honestly. And then, yeah, he's going to start there. We're going to keep Dalton Connect as the 6th man. I mean, so far this year, Toumani Camara has been a little bit more efficient than Najee Marshall. So I don't think I'm going to play Marshall as much right now. And then Santi Aldama is going to get like 17 minutes a night, I think. Him and Laravia backup or former Grizzlies. Let's go 4 more minutes to Toumani Camara. Hopefully he could shoot the ball well throughout the rest of the season. So Luka wins MVP. He gets that for us again this year as he has 29, 9, and 10. Tyron Stokes, the #1 pick, is your Rookie of the Year. Boogie Fland, I think he won this award last year. Wemby Depoy, most improved, is Cameron Boozer. I mean, the Western Conference is loaded. Billy Donovan just got Coach of the Year for the Chicago Bulls. Luka and Jokic, all NBA first team. Yeah, that's what we wanted to do. And they team up, the Serbian, the Slovenian, and they are running the show here in LA. Giannis on the Clippers. So, like, damn. LA's got Luka, Giannis, and Jokic, the 3 biggest, like, foreign stars in the NBA. I guess also, like, Shea. And, yeah, that is incredible. Jokic and Shea on All-NBA 3rd team, both still there in OKC. So, we didn't get anybody on an all-defensive team, which is fine. I'm not like, who could I even add? Like, I guess Asar Thompson, maybe. Cooper Flagg would be sick, but that's probably impossible. We do end up as the 1 seed in the Western Conference, taking on the Sacramento Kings. We could look to avenge that team that lost 2 years ago. We finished with a 10.9 point differential, the 2nd best in the NBA, as well as the 2nd best record behind the Chicago Bulls. Looking at the stats from this season, it's just, yeah, 29, 9, and 10, and then 26, 11, and 10, or 9.5. I mean, that's just incredible. Dalton Connect, elite shooter for us off the bench. I don't know how he didn't win 6th man of the year over Boogie Fland. Laravia was good enough, shot 37% from 3. Asa Newell, pretty good as well as like that guy in the dunker spot. I love Andrew Nembhard as the backcourt partner with Luka Doncic. Kamara, I think, is going to play for us in the playoffs. He's not going to play a ton. I think just 10 minutes a night, but I need him to just play good defense. Santi Aldama, we're going to get 15 minutes too. Probably Mitchell Robinson is going to get like 10 minutes because I'm going to go 38 to Jokic. We'll stick at 32 to Connect. 38 to Jokic. Let's go 40 to Luka. Let's go 32 to Asa Newell, and then we'll go, honestly, 35 minutes to Andrew Nembhard. We do value his defense a ton here. 4-star pace and space, going up against the Kings, who have added Mikal Bridges, Isaac Okoro, and Jeremy Shohan to the duo of Sabonis and De'Aaron Fox. They also added Kuzma, Obi, and Robert Williams. All right, so let's do this. Let's get LA their first ring since 2020. That was now, 8 years ago. Game 1 against the Kings, we do end up winning this one by 22 points. Wow, Jake Laravia is dropping 31 points. Just think about how easy, like, his life is getting shots. And Andrew Nembhard and Dalton Connect on this team with Jokic and Luka. Man, the points, like, the PRAs they put up every single night is just incredible. Like, what is this, 29 basically? It's like 62? If my math, no, that math, you know what? Yeah, 62. I'm questioning my math just because it's 4 in the morning and I've been up for almost 24 hours. But you know what? It's just incredible watching Jokic and Luka be a duo together. Game number 4. Yeah, you swept us 2 years ago, Sacramento. We're going to sweep you right back. 48, 16, and 7 for Luka. 32 points, 5 and 5. We scored 156 in a game in which Jokic ended up fouling out in. Yeah, this team is absolutely incredible around these two. Yes, let's go. I wanted to take on Dallas in round 2, and that is the case. They still have Anthony Davis. They have Jaden Hardy, Chris Middleton. Hey, this trio would have been sick in like 2020. You have Derek Lively, Gafford, Clint Capella, Davion Mitchell. And yeah, we're going to see if we can beat them. I feel like this is poetic to try to beat Luka's old team. Luka with 31, Jokic with 25. We're up 1-0. We are 5-0 in the playoffs. Can we go 6-0? Bang, we go 6-0. 117, 102. Dalton Connect knocks down 6 threes. Game number 3. All right, there's our first loss. We get blown out. Kyrie drops 35. Man, he's 36 years old. AD, you can probably see the regression a little bit more. He's struggling offensively in the playoffs. Game number 4. All right, we got a series here. We ended up losing by 45. I mean, Jokic has owned AD, so I'm hoping that can continue. Oh my god, we're down 3-2. We ended up losing by 3. All right, this would be a little bit upsetting if we don't end up beating the Dallas Mavericks, who I don't really think are better than us by any means. But it's like Kyrie saying, F you guys, I'm going to beat you in the playoffs. You want to pair up Luka, Jokic, it's not going to matter, but we'll see. We are going to go to a Game 7 in LA. We were able to beat them by 21 points here in Game 6. Winner takes on a very, very deep Pelicans team. Lowest scoring first quarter. We outscored them by 16 in the second. We get outscored by 6 in the third to make this a little bit interesting, but we are going to go down 3-2 after they won 3 in a row, and we are going to win in 7, and the LA Lakers are back to the Western Conference Finals for the first time since the 2023 season when they lost to somebody that's on this team right now, Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. These two almost both averaging 27-point triple-doubles in an 11-game sample size in the playoffs. All right, so we're taking on the Pelicans here. Josh Giddey, Ace Bailey, Ingram, Zion, Yves Missi, Cameron Boozer, Walker Kessler, Trey Murphy, Jakob Poeltl, and Emmanuel Quickly all coming off the bench. Game 1 goes to the Pelicans. All right, yeah, I mean, going to 7 against that Mavericks team, we really have to turn it up a notch here against the Pelicans. I don't know about the conditioning here in the playoffs, but yeah, I'm going to need a little bit more from you, Anthony Davis. I'm going to ask you to play 40 minutes a night. So Mitchell Robinson's only going to play 8. Game number 2, kind of must win, and we do win it. Wow, we dropped 161. Asa Newell with 25 and 10. Laravia drops 24. Connect with 21. Andrew Nemhard could perform a little bit better from the 2-point range, but you know what? That's fine. We do win game 3 by 3, 143-140. Jokic putting up just insane stat lines, man. Game number 4 goes to the Lakers. All right, we just dropped 165. This offense is incredible. 55, 11, and 10, Luka. 36, 11, and 16 for Jokic. If we look up the team stats in the playoffs, our offensive points per game is 131. It's incredible. All right, can we win in 5? Nope, they end up winning game 5 by 9. Don't let them force a game 7, please. Don't let them force a game 7. Okay, let's go. The LA Lakers, for the first time since 2020, back in the NBA Finals, and we are going to be going up against the Chicago Bulls, two of the NBA's biggest markets. They have Cooper Flag in Chicago as well. I'm sure Bulls fans would love to see this. They have a fun team, I can't lie. The Lakers Bulls. David Stearns would love this. Let's see what happens here. The Bulls win game 1. The power of Cooper Flag. All right, come on. No way this team beats me, right? No way this team beats me. I don't have Adebayo anymore. Oh my god, they're up 2-0. They won by 6. No way this team beats me, right? That's insane. Oh, is that Drake Powell? That's Lakers legend Drake Powell. Killing us here in the finals. Game 3. We do end up winning this one. 118-98. Asa Newell with 24. Please win game 4. Oh my god. How are we down 3-1? We lose by 1, by 6, and by 2 against the Bulls. Man, I don't know what to do. Maybe I just end up not playing Kamara. I don't know. He's actually been pretty good for us in the playoffs. So let's just stick with it. All right, we're down 3-1. Let's see what happens here. On the road against the Bulls, game 5. This is probably the toughest one yet. I forgot they had more wins than us this year, but we are going to blow them out at least to force a game 6 in LA, which is huge. That's the one we got to win. Jokic said, nah, we're not going home right now. I'm going to drop a 46-point, 20-rebound triple-double. It makes no sense. All right, so we get outscored by 9 in the first quarter. We have a strong second, good start to the third, a great end to the third quarter. Oh, come on, man. But they did come back a little bit. We're up by 1 here in the fourth, up by 6, up by 9. Let's go. Don't choke this. And boys, we are going to a game 7. All right, we are 1 game away. Asa Newell, you are a beast. From coming back down 3-1, game 7 in Chicago. Don't come back down 3-1 to tie it up just to get, oh my God, we're down by 18. Are we going to come back from 18? Probably not. Damn it. All right, well, we're going to not even show up in game 7. Down by 16, and we lose the NBA Finals in 7. Are you kidding me? Damn, Jokic gets Finals MVP in a series we lost. Really, man? Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. That sucks so much. So Kawhi Leonard is Hall of Fame bound, and yeah, I can't believe we lost. I really thought that was going to be the team that was going to win it all. So JJ Redick, can he not get it done? I don't know. Either way, I'm going to re-sign JJ Redick here. I think after the trade deadline, I definitely want to do like a 10-year Lakers rebuild. I just want to know what they're doing with LeBron. But I think my goal this offseason is just to upgrade the 9th spot. We didn't own our first round pick, which is what, the 2028 first round pick. I'm not really sure where this one goes, honestly. I don't know why. I don't remember where this first round pick ended up. Who had it in the draft lottery? Or did I make it? I may have sent it out in a trade. Yeah, that probably makes sense. I think I actually sent it out in that Indiana Pacers trade. Because yeah, I didn't give them pick 29. All right, that makes sense. I was like, yeah, I think the Lakers own that in real life. So unfortunately, I don't know if I don't think I get bird rights on Santi Aldama or oh man, or Jake Laravia. I don't know why I wouldn't get it on Laravia, but it's not coming up. If I went to here, I hope I'm able to sign him. I'm gonna offer him a deal, and then Aldama I might as well bring back, right? He's probably gonna be somebody I'm gonna trade though. So please tell me I get all three of these guys, please. All right, we're chilling. And to help out defensively, I'm getting Patrick Williams. I didn't lose Mitchell Robinson, right? Okay, yeah. So we have Mitchell Robinson. Maybe that was just like unlucky, but I really thought we should have beat the Bulls last year in the playoffs. And I just trust his shooting a little bit more. So I don't know if this is going to hurt me making this trade with the Chicago Bulls, but I'm going to add Malachi Branham, who was a really good shooter last year. Aldama, a little bit inconsistent, so I think we get an upgrade there. I do have to throw in Milwaukee's first and Josiah Mosley, but I get an Atlanta first round pick as well. All right, so Patrick Williams, like going from Kamara to him should be a nice upgrade. We're going to go about 16 there to Branham, about 15 to Mitchell Robinson. I would like to keep starting Nembhard over Dalton Connect. And maybe, I don't know, maybe like Laravia Connect, like Luka, Jokic, the team defensively isn't great, but no, it really should be a team that can win a title this year. So I think we should be a lot better in the regular season. All right, so Luka goes back-to-back with MVPs for the Lakers, 27, 9, and 10. As we get, let's see, any other awards. Kyrie Irving, Clutch Player of the Year. Still going strong, man. Shout out to him at 37. But JJ Redick, 73 and 9. 73 and 9. Jokic and Doncic are on all NBA first team. Incredible stuff, man. We'll see how far they can go in the playoffs. I can't believe we lost to Cooper Flagg and the Chicago Bulls last year. 17.1 point differential. Shout out to the Spurs. Thunder were elite as well. Man, the Bulls are good. We'll see if we can even get there, though, because the Western Conference is definitely a little bit of a gauntlet. But we got shooters. We got some solid defenders. I do worry about the defense a little bit, but I do think we should have no issue getting out of round one. A nice gentleman sweep against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Yep. All right. Let's keep it moving here. I don't know if I hope Andrew Nembhard's the guy. Round number 2 against a good Pelicans team. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? We win in 7, but we blew a 3-0 lead. What? We scored 160 in the first game, 154 in the second game. Jeez, man. All right, round number 3 against the Spurs. Just put me out of my misery. All right, doesn't matter because we sweep them. I was scared. I was like, Wemby's going to beat me here if I could barely beat the Pelicans or barely hold on to a 3-0 lead. So the Magic beat the Bulls. Damn, I kind of wanted to go up against the Bulls, get a little bit of a rematch. They throw Bam in that lineup, and you have Suggs, Peterson, Franz, Paolo Bam. That is unreal. Trey Johnson and Dig Pate off the bench, and Jed Howard developed as well. Lakers Magic, a rematch of a finals in the past. We look at the playoff stats here. Really good numbers across the board. Let's see what happens here against the Magic. Game 1 goes to the Lakers, 127-100. Can Luka and Jokic bring a ring to Orlando? Well, we're down 2-1. We're down 3-1. Are you kidding me? Don't do this. No. All right, 3-2. Please force a game 7. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? I lose to Chicago. I lose to Orlando. Paolo is your finals MVP. Damn it, man. That sucks so much. I lose last year to the Bulls, and I lose this year to the Magic. Are you kidding me? They're making this difficult for me. All right, so it's a couple hours later for me. I felt like I was just hallucinating at one point, so I had to get like 4 hours of sleep, and I ended up getting that, thankfully. So Steph Curry retires. I still can't believe I lost to the Bulls and the Magic. I mean, I think I know what I need to add this offseason, and I think it's really just trying to add a better defensive shooting guard. No disrespect to Andrew Nembhard, but somebody up a tier, I think. Or maybe trading Jake Laravia for a better defender as well. Because we know we can get plenty of offense out of Luka and Jokic. I think Asa Newell is a fine defender for us. As the Mavericks have our pick in at 29. That's another thing there. Like, that pick is probably going to be so low. And they couldn't get a 2030 swap, a 2026 swap. No. They get a 2029 first where they're going to have Luka Doncic on their team. Like, that's not going to be a good pick whatsoever. All right, and I'm going to try to get Jalen Suggs from the Orlando Magic, one of the best defenders in the league. So could I get Jake Laravia, or give up Jake Laravia and Mitchell Robinson? Because I don't think I could do Patrick Williams and Mitchell Robinson, sadly. I mean, I guess I could try to go back to this trade after the draft and then trade whoever we draft. So maybe I'm going to do that because I think I'd rather keep Laravia and I'll move on from Pat, Will, and Robinson. So we ended up taking somebody by the name of Lonnie Drew in the second round. If I threw him in with Mitchell Robinson and Patrick Williams for Jalen Suggs, would they do this? They're going to say no, but I do own some first round picks going forward. In Atlanta first, I do own a Milwaukee Bucks first. And can I throw in a Lakers first? Come on, really? They're going to say no to this? Boom, there we go. We got our shooting guard next to Luka, and that's going to be Jalen Suggs. I think this is going to move Andrew Nembhard to the bench. It's just I trust Suggs' defense a little bit more. And yeah, I do need to get a backup center, but that's fine. They're not going to play a ton of minutes behind Nikola Jokic anyway, so it's not the end of the world losing Mitchell Robinson. I will offer Ace New. I mean, he's restricted, so I really don't have to give him too much money. Mo Wagner's 32. Kenneth Lofton, kind of a fun ad. There's PJ Hall. PJ Washington, I think I got to add him. He could replace Patrick Williams, but I think that's a dope pickup for us. Obviously, he teams up with Luka again. I'm going to get, I think, Neemias Queta here. We're going to give him a 2-year deal, and he's going to be the backup center. I get PJ, I get Queta, and I'm going to match any deal that Newell gets. And we are also going to offer Malachi Branham a 4-year deal to come back as well. I know that really doesn't help out our defense, but, like, this team is so good. The fact that we didn't win it all last year still kind of blows my mind. All right, so it's Jokic's time to win MVP for this team as he wins his, what, now 4th MVP in his age 35 season. He might have won it in the first year of this, so that would be his 5th MVP. Come on, though. Oh my God, how are the Bulls 73-9? It's the Cooper Flag effect. I guess I should have tried to get Cooper Flag in the 2025 draft. Jokic ends up on All-NBA first team, Luka on second team. Oh, they signed Cameron Boozer in free agency, so they have Cameron Boozer and Cooper Flag. Come on. So we ended the season with a 67-15 record, like still an incredible record, a 15.7 point differential, but the Bulls went 73-9. So I guess this team is just better than the Jordan Bulls, and there is somebody we drafted back in year 1, Drake Powell. We're going to be taking on the Houston Rockets in round 1. They have not a good defensive backcourt. They do have Amen Thompson playing the power forward spot. And here were the stats from this year before I adjust the rotation in the playoffs. I said, honestly, I don't need to play like Luka and Jokic 36 minutes. I still think we were going to be really good. And you know what? We were really good. Everybody was pretty much good in their own roles on this team, obviously playing behind or next to the greatest playmakers of this generation. I don't think I'm going to play PJ Washington in the playoffs. I think Queta is going to get about 10 minutes a night because Jokic is going to get 38. I think we're going to go about 17 to Branham, an elite 3-point shooter. I'm going to go 25 to Connect, 25 to Nembhard. Let's go 38 to Jokic. Let's go 38 to... Honestly, let's go 40 to these guys, and then we're going to go about 30 to Asanuel, and then 28 to Jalen Suggs for defensive purposes. If I lose in round 1 to the Rockets, this is going to be like a 10-year rebuild, honestly. At this point, I'd probably expand this out. Luka, 27-8-10. Jokic, 27-14-10 in round 1. Now we have a Battle of LA in round 2. No way! All right, we're getting poetic, like poetic matchup after poetic matchup. Bronny James versus his former team. Battle of LA. They have Kareem Lopez and Giannis, and we are going to beat them in 5, though, to advance to the Western Conference Finals. In round 2, Jokic averaged 28, 11, and 8. Can we beat the San Antonio Spurs, though, to advance to the NBA Finals? Also, I would be pissed. How do you go 73-9 and you lose in round 1? That's just 2K for you. LaMelo Ball and the Hornets as an 8 seed. They were a team that was in the play-in tournament as the 8 seed. Ends up beating one of the greatest teams in the regular season history. We beat the Spurs in 4. Reece Shea and Jokic are your finals MVPs in the respective conferences. And here we are. If I don't beat that team that doesn't even have Trae Young anymore, I think this team is cursed from winning the NBA Finals. But I think we should be okay. Game 1 goes to the Lakers. Game 2 to the Lakers. All right, we are now what? I think we're 14-1. 15-1 in the playoffs. Are we going to go 16-1? Yes, we do. All right. I think we got kind of lucky not going up against the Chicago Bulls. I really would have loved to see that matchup since they went 73-9. But hey, I finally got you guys a ring a decade after you won the bubble finals. And it wasn't even Luka who got finals MVP. It was Jokic. And that is going to be it for me. I hope you guys did enjoy this Luka Doncic Lakers rebuild. That was a really fun one to do. And I think if I have time and there isn't a trade that goes down, I'd like to do a trading LeBron. Or maybe I'll do that after the deadline. Like, this could have been like a trading LeBron before the deadline. I sent him off to Cleveland. I sent him off to Golden State. And we're really going to usher in a new era of LA Lakers basketball. Please, let me know in the comments what you guys think about this trade. I'm really curious to see what your guys' thoughts and opinions are because I know you guys know ball. So let me know down below. Hit that subscribe button for the Anthony Davis Mavericks rebuild to be on your feed very soon. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.